Hello everyone, welcome to Lighthouse Stamping with Lorraine. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Vancouver, Washington. Thank you for joining me today. Today we're going to be playing with Circle Sayings and Seaside Bay. But before we get started, the housekeeping notes. All the product I use and all the dimensions will be listed below. There's a link to my online store if you'd like to purchase any of these products. My email address is there if you'd like to ask any questions. There is a link to our Facebook group. We'd love to have you join that. And please remember to like, share, and subscribe on YouTube. And if you're a regular viewer, this is the second week where I'm only doing a video on Monday. And we will hopefully be returning to our normal 3 shows next week, if everything goes well. So let's move on with the project and let me show you what we are making. We are making this cute little card. I'm going to hold this up so you can see this. It's a simple little card, but I thought it was very cute. And I don't know if you can see the weakness Stella in there or not, but I can, and whoever you receive it will see it. So let me show you how I made this little card. We're going to work on the pool party pieces first. So you need a piece of, this is pool party, and it is 11 by 4 1/4 scored at 5 1/2. And this is a piece, I actually have 2, just in case I mess up. You know I do that. This is 5 1/4 by 4. And this is the piece that's going to go over here, and our picture, our center focal point will be behind this piece here. So the first thing we have to do is cut a circle. And I am using, get the right one here. We are using the Stylish Shapes dies. And I am using the 3rd one in from the largest. And it's going to go in the middle here. Now, let's see here. I'm not going to, my cutting machine is off to the side, and I'm going to leave it there and just move the project. So you want to try to get this in the center. I don't bring my smalls. Well, I'll just line this up in here and do it this way. You want to try to get it as centered as possible. You can measure. I did last time, but I'm not going to this time. And I'm just going to tack it in the center. If it's off a little bit, it won't make that much difference, but you know, you want it as close to center as possible. And run it through your large cut and emboss machine. So just one moment as I run this through. I don't feel like lifting the machine. Mine's a big shot, and I've been doing a lot of work lately, and I don't feel like lifting it. So now we have our focal area. This you can save and use for something else. The next thing we need to do is we need to stamp on our piece. And we're going to be using Pool Party, and I do need a mat. Part of my stamps are photopolymer, some are red rubber. We're going to use Pool Party on Pool Party, and we are going to take in the set, yeah, you can't see it here, there's these shells right here. And we're going to put a bunch of them above the circle. And below the circle. And then I grabbed 2 stamps out of Seaside Bay because I wanted this shell here and this shell here. And I'm going to set one of these over here. I'm just going straight across, and then I want 4 of these, 1 for each corner. Now you don't have to get this precise if you don't want to. This is just the way I designed it. I thought it was rather cute. So that is the stamping on this piece. We're just going to continue this piece, and then we'll go to the rest of the stamping. Actually, we're going to do the rest of the stamping, and then I'll run this through. That would be the smarter move. Now, where else we need to stamp is we need a piece of 3x3 basic white, and you need for the inside of your card 5 1/4 by 4. We should have really done this first because it's Memento, but we have time because we've got to do a couple other things first. Making sure I've got that all covered. Grab a mat. I'll do it again just to make sure. And I'm going right in the center of this. Just like that. I'll set that to dry for a second. Also in Memento, we are stamping this verse here. The shells. So I'm going to clean that off real fast. And we're stamping Happy Birthday. I'm going to do the shells first. There we go. And you could do this in Pool Party if you want. I'm going to go ahead and do this in black. It's Happy Birthday right above the shells. Okay, so we'll let all of that sit for just a second. And we'll go back to our other piece. And it just dawned on me, I forgot to stamp the envelope. So I'm going to do that right now. I just took one of the larger shells, single shells, and put it right here in the corner. So we've got that. So the next thing we need to do is the piece we'd stamped on. I ran mine through the embossing folder, through 8 embossing folder. And I use painted textures. I thought about the raindrops, but then I wanted something that had more texture than the raindrops. So just one moment, I'm going to run this through my machine here real quick. Change a plate. Give us some texture. And I'll hold that up there so you can see it. Get all the texture in those shells and stuff. I think it looks rather cool. Okay, so we have our front of our card, we have the base. Now we need to do the other 2 pieces. So we are going to do some coloring. And I'm talking easy coloring here. First, I'm going to grab, this is light Lemon Lolly and dark Lemon Lolly, Pool Party, both of them, and Winka Stella. That's the only colors you need for this. And let me move this down a little bit. There we go. This is the dark. I'm very carefully going in here around here so I don't go into my white spray. Because some of this I'm not coloring, I'm leaving, just putting Winka Stella in it. So this is the dark. You could use any, other colors. It's just what I chose. And this one I'm just coming out here. Is colored in the Sunburst. Pulling it out. It's a little white in there, it doesn't matter. That looks pretty. I'm not even making it even. I just letting it go. And then I'm going to grab the light Pool Party. Do you see where the waves are crashing here? I'm not taking any Pool Party into that. And then I'm going to come up on the top side of those waves. That's all the foam. Our foam is white. It's a clean beach. not dirty. Then I'm going to grab some dark Pool Party. Just put a little bit of highlight in here, not a lot. And then the bottom is going to be darker. Just like that. And the last thing we need is some Wink of Stella. In our, I don't know if you can actually see that or not. I think you see a little bit of it. So that's that part. Let that sit for a second. On the happy birthday, I'm not even going to try to match the colors I did last time. I'm just going to pick colors. So I think we're going to grab, this is Calypso Coral. And I think this is a little light. I'm just going to do a little light on that. And grab the dark. Just put a little bit on one side. Like I said, I'm not going to get fancy with this. This is Lemon Lolly again. And I'll just put a little darker on the ends. Just like that. Grab a Pool Party. Let's do this one, Pool Party. I'm not even looking at their card. I don't remember what order I colored the other ones, so we'll look at it when we're done to see how I did. I know they're not the same. And I don't care because only one person's getting each of the cards, not the same person's not getting the same one twice. That's the beauty of handmade cards. They don't have to always match. Okay, what else have I got out here? Highland, Blue Bath, Flirty Flamingo. Let's do a Flirty Flamingo here. That was the dark Flirty Flamingo. We're just going to leave him alone like that. And this is Light Bubble Bath. I just grabbed a whole bunch of colors is what I did. I think there's another bubble bath, the dark bubble baths here too. Nope, that's... There's dark bubble bath. Like I said, I just grabbed a whole bunch. I don't always have the dark and light of both of them out here. Just putting some styrations in there. Oh, this is dark. I don't really want dark Highland. Light Highland. That's Highland Heather. No, sorry, Fresh Freesia. This is Highland Heather. Like I said, I just grabbed some colors. You don't need to use two colors. You can use one. So, and just did some quick coloring. So that's the inside of our card. So let's go ahead and glue him in. I thought that's just a really nice summertime card. Okay, next is this piece and this one. So what you want to do is you want to take dimensionals. And I'm putting one dimensional in each corner. Because what you want to do, it doesn't matter if this was centered on here or not. You're going to center this, and I'll try to, let me move this back in a little bit. You're going to be centering the circle over the top of that. It doesn't matter if this is straight. No one's going to see that part. They're only going to see what's in the circle. I'll get those out of there. And line that up the best you can and push down. So, and you got the piece in there. Doesn't matter if it's straight because we're going to cover it all up. Now we're going to grab more dimensionals, but we're not putting them on the white piece. So we already have one layer of dimensionals. We don't want more. Probably putting more dimensionals than I really need, but I don't want the thing sagging either. Now what we're going to do, take all these backs off real quick. And then we're going to grab our glue, put a little glue on the back of that. Make sure your card's going in the right direction. It's all straight. You should have a small border around the side. That looks pretty good. And then commit. So that's how that goes. Now I decided I did need some bling on this. So I went with adhesive back pearls. Now we're doing an ocean scene, we should have some pearls. We're going to go with small ones though, because the big ones I just thought was too overpowering. And I'm just placing 3 of them on here. Yeah, why not? I didn't place one on the other one, but we could still place one there. It doesn't matter. It's whatever you choose to do. So, thank you for joining me this week. Hopefully by next week we're back to a normal schedule, and I hope to see you then, and have a nice week, everyone. Thank you for joining me.